Yo, you ever realize as soon as you start make more money, you just start spend more money automatically? This is called lifestyle inflation. So a lot of people don't even pay this any mind, but lifestyle inflation is so important that if you get caught in the trap, you're gonna find yourself just never being able to having like large amounts of money because you just get caught in something called lifestyle inflation. So what is lifestyle inflation? Lifestyle inflation is basically when the phenomenon of which a person, as soon as them start make more money, them just start spend more money automatically. It can happen to you in ways as the moment you just find yourself with like large amounts of cash is the moment you find yourself with large amounts of responsibilities and large amounts of things that you feel like, oh, you have to have these things. So ways you can use to avoid lifestyle inflation: by keeping track of your expenses. So keeping track of your expenses is a huge way you can use to avoid lifestyle inflation. So once you start keep track of your expenses, and you can do this in different ways, like you can download certain apps, or you can just have certain money tracking apps that watch amount of money that you spend and watch the amount of money that you have coming in and out. That way you can know exactly what you have going on, and you know that, all right, you're not increase the certain amount of money you're spending way more. You're not spending way more money than you're making. So if you pay attention to this can drastically help you to avoid lifestyle inflation. That happened to so much people, bro, and it's like, I don't even know if somebody would realize this. Like, you wouldn't even know that this is a thing. At first I didn't even know if this was a thing, bro. I literally recently learned about this, and as soon as I start paying attention to it, I realized that, yo, you can get caught in lifestyle inflation. Like, yo, I see some people ignore this shit, bro, and I just see like them find themselves just buying shit them don't need that shit, dog. So if you even just start pay attention to it, right? Because just say, for instance, you're working just for the summer, like you have this summer job, and then you don't normally work for the summer and stuff. But as soon as you start, like, all right, you get to like, you save up like 5K, or you save up like 10K or whatever, you just find yourself, you needing this new shoes that you see online, you needing this like sweater, you needing this thing on your car, or just some crazy shit that you're just convincing yourself like that you need, but you really don't even need that shit, bro. Some people even look at this as a necessity. Like, I don't even understand. If you never had the money at first, you wouldn't get it. So how can you convince yourself that, like, all right, you need this right now? How can you do this? So another way you can use to avoid this is by paying attention to how much you're buying food out, you know? So if you can pay attention to how much, all right, say for instance, small example, right? You're working like hard, or you're doing whatever business you're doing. You're basically, you're gonna find yourself always needing to, like, oh, I have to buy food today, and you find yourself like, you probably convince yourself that, all right, this is like, I have to do this, I have to buy food out all the time, and then you don't even realize how much you're stacking up. So you don't even realize how many times you're stacking up the amount of food you buy every single day. So if you're spending money on food every single day, bro, how you expect to save? Imagine if you can just prep ahead a time, or you just have dedicated days that you would buy food out. If you can just have dedicated days, you're not gonna find yourself like always continuously buying food every single day, bro, because I can promise you 2 days of that food you buy out, it's probably like 5 days of groceries. You could have spent like 5 days of groceries just like that. And people find themselves get caught up because as soon as you start making more money, you find yourself with less time to prepare food, and when you find yourself with less time to prepare food, that's when you find yourself just buying food out every single day. And like, I know it might not seem like much right now, but I promise you, bro, as soon as you're gonna look back at your expenses, just like the first thing that we just said, like, once you start tracking expenses the right way, as soon as you start look back at your expenses, you're gonna realize that, oh shit, majority of all my money that I made this month went back into food. And just imagine if you were planning ahead and prepping ahead. Just imagine if you had designated days to buy food and do stuff like that. Like, people just ignore stuff like this, bro. But not because you're making a shitload of money, it means that, hey, I go and buy food every day because I have to buy food every day. Like, bro, you don't have to buy food every day. If you can continuously watch this and pay attention and track your expenses the right way, you're gonna realize that, oh shit, I don't even need food every day. I can't go without buying food every single day. And bro, that shit not even healthy for you in the first place, bro. Because why you gonna trust somebody else? It's like you give up 100% of your trust into somebody else to just, all right, I'm gonna let this person that I don't know, I never meet this person before, I'm gonna let this person take care of my health. And you don't even know. This is why it's so dangerous to just just continuously buying food out because you don't have any control over your food, like the thing you're consuming in your stomach, bro. Like, you know, imagine you literally trusting somebody every single time you buy food out. It's like you're trusting somebody else. You never met this guy before. You never met whoever. You don't even know who make this, and you're trusting him to take care of your body. Why not cook your own food? If once you start to do that, you're gonna find yourself way more healthier. I don't know, way more like richer, because you're cooking food, you're saving money, and you're saving yourself health and by not dying. So that's like the least you can do for yourself, bro. Just not die. Understand? The third way you can use to avoid lifestyle inflation is you pay attention to the amount of times you go out, bro. I see people immediately just start make more money, and as soon as them start make more money, bro, it's like them feel like, all right, yeah, I have to go to this party, bro. Like, I have to go out. Dude, you can't say no to these things, dog. Like, you can't say no to going to a majority of these parties that you feel like, yo, I can't miss this shit. You could have missed the shit. I promise you could have missed it, because when you start focus on always having to be out, you start finding yourself spending more, and you start finding yourself paying for things in just little scenarios that you never even need to do this shit. Like, imagine you go somewhere, like, oh, all of a sudden you have to all this Uber now. All of a sudden, like, this shit come up now. I have to pay for this. This is just how parties go, bro. So any party or event you find yourself having to do because you automatically start make more money now, you could have missed it, bro. Like, this is stuff that you don't need. This is not like, it's not like a need where you can say, oh, all right, I have to go here, or else, like, bro, don't be afraid to miss certain events, because events that you miss, this is what's gonna allow you to save up the amount of cash to at least pay for your business in the future that going to, like, take you to the next level of what you really need to do. Like, I feel like jobs were just designed for funding your actual goal. Meaning, if you work in a job, it's literally just designed to help you fund your actual dream. And people use the job as like them final destination, bro. Yeah. As soon as I get this job, I'm gonna be in this job forever. But bro, like, you literally need to use whatever job you're working and fund your goals. So whatever business you feel like you're going up in, use whatever job you're working, like, just to fund that. And it's literally the purpose of having a job. I feel like, hey, it's the purpose of me. I feel like that's the purpose of anybody else have any job of the sort. So next thing you can do to avoid lifestyle inflation, and this is probably the last thing you can do. The last thing you can do to avoid lifestyle inflation is have major goals, bro. If you have major goals, you can look at this as saving towards, like, this goal. If you genuinely have, like, certain goals you need to fund, just like what we said before, you're gonna use money you're saving from all of this, like, not going to every party, like, not buying food out every single day, not doing dumb shit that you, like, ordering new stuff that you just feel like you need but you just really don't need it. See, some people, as soon as them have extra money, or as soon as they just accumulate just random amounts of money now, find yourself going on certain trips you never need to go on. Find yourself buying things you never need to buy. Just look at how, just imagine yourself, imagine you never have that money, bro. If you didn't have that money, you wouldn't even think about going on whatever trip you feel like you have to go on, or whatever event you feel like you have to go. You wouldn't do it. If you have major goals, start thinking of you saving all this money, fund this major goal. The only thing you can fund that's major, it has to be something big.